Hey, and welcome back to another creepy TikTok. If you're enjoying these videos, please make sure that you're commenting, and subscribing. Once we reach 100 subscribers, we're going to be having a giveaway, so make sure that you're in it. All right, enjoy your video.
Do you notice something kind of off about this mannequin? For anyone who's familiar with the legend, she is known as La Pascualita. The mannequin has stood in the window of a Mexican bridal shop for more than 90 years, but when she was first placed there, patrons noticed something kind of strange. The detail work on this mannequin was unusual. She was noted with eyebrow hair, veins, and even discoloration around her mouth and ears. But that suspicion soon grew to horror as patrons started to notice that she bore a striking resemblance to the owner's deceased daughter, Pascuala. Pascuala was actually set to be married herself, but ended up dying in a tragedy before her wedding day. Shortly after her death, the mannequin appeared in the window and the legend was born that these were the preserved remains of the owner's daughter. But the most compelling evidence has always been the hands. The hands are shown with wrinkles, they have veins, they even have lifelike fingernails, which is unlike any mannequin I have ever seen. The question remains to this day, could this really be the shop owner's daughter?
Dinosaurs featured one of the most heart-wrenching conclusions in television history. In its final episode, titled The Migration of the Bunch Beetles, the delay in the beetles' migration led to a rampant overgrowth of cider poppies. Earl, the father dinosaur, attempted to eradicate them with a massive dose of poison, only to inadvertently wipe out all plant life in the process. In a desperate bid to rejuvenate the plants, Richfield proposed a radical plan, detonating bombs inside volcanoes to trigger eruptions, in the hopes of producing rain clouds. However, instead of rain clouds, thick smoke clouds emerged, plunging the world into a global ice age. Scientists predicted that it could take well over 10,000 years for the sun to melt the snow and ice, casting a bleak future for all.
Well, little guy, what happened was Daddy was put in charge of the world, and he didn't take real good care of it. And now it looks like there won't be much of a world left for you or your brother and sister to live in.
Are we gonna move?
Well, no. There's no place to move to. This is the only world we got.
Well, what's gonna happen to us?
Well, I don't exactly know.
WTF is that?
In the backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually, we terrified of it.
So there's two people or two subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. 9 feet, 10 foot, I don't know, they look like aliens to us. Big eyes, they have big eyes,
Okay.
like I can't explain it, and big mouth. They're shiny eyes, and they're not human, they're 100% they're not human.
Happened to me. Keep in mind, this is midnight, and I'm fixing a truck in my backyard. At this point, I'm only with my brother, and I hear something fall from the sky. I turn around, the only thing I see is a big light falling from the sky, and moments after, I feel a big impact and a bang, sort of like a big impact fall. So when that happened, the only thing I can see in the backyard is a tall creature, probably around 8-10 feet tall, very thin.
Okay guys, I just found something incredibly weird on Google Earth and I want to know what you think.
Okay, so you are gonna go over to America. You're gonna wanna find Florida and you're gonna start zooming in towards the southern point of Florida, not Miami. It's more on the Everglades side where it's just kind of the back country. Now, as you zoom in, you're gonna see this backcountry road that has the street view little blue thing that pops up that lets you go down into street view to see what the heck's going on. So I want you to pop down into street view with your little man right here. And then once you get down, you're gonna start spinning around and oh my gosh, you guys, what the heck is happening? What is this? What the heck is this in the sky? Is that a UFO? Follow for more.
In Zhangjiakou, China, in October 2017, something extraordinary unfolded in a rural community located 120 miles from Beijing. It all started when the residents stumbled upon a fascinating discovery in a field. An immense 60-foot set of bones. These bones belonged to a highly peculiar creature, unlike anything they had ever seen before. The locals believed that these bones belonged to an ancient dragon. Dragons hold great significance in Chinese culture, depicted in historical murals throughout the ages. However, scientists remained uncertain about the true nature of these remains. They couldn't conclusively identify the creature to which the bones belonged. Hence, the mystery surrounding these mysterious bones remains unsolved to this day.
Conspiracy fact number 6. Now this time, let's talk about everyone's favorite cult, Scientology. If you thought they were just some strange but mostly harmless cult full of your favorite Hollywood weirdos, you've probably never heard of Operation Snow White. In the 1970s, the Church of Scientology was involved in a criminal conspiracy to purge unfavorable records about Scientology and its founder and writer of bad fiction, L. Ron Hubbard. And before they went home, they went big, infiltrating 136 government agencies, foreign embassies, and consulates, as well as private organizations critical of their cults. Scientology church members went to more than 30 countries and used over 5,000 agents. This was in large part to cover up Operation Freakout, but that's a video for another time. At one point, the FBI raided Church of Scientology locations in Los Angeles, Hollywood, and Washington, D.C. And the Los Angeles raid involved 156 FBI agents, the most that had ever been used in a single raid in history. It lasted 21 hours and filled a 16-ton truck with documents and other items. The aftermath of all of this included jail time for many members, including L. Ron Hubbard's wife, Mary Sue, and the Church of Scientology being completely banned from the country of Australia. Like, the whole country, just completely banned. Let us know what your favorite conspiracy theories, which turned out to be conspiracy facts, are in the comments below, and don't forget to check out Conspiracy Filled, which streams every Wednesday night at 7:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Link in the bio.
The Momo Challenge was a viral internet hoax that spread in 2018. It involved a creepy image of a woman with bulging eyes and a distorted smile, who would allegedly appear on social media sites and encourage children to perform dangerous tasks, including self-harm. While there is no evidence that the Momo Challenge led to any serious injury, it did cause widespread panic and concern among parents and law enforcement agencies. It is believed that the image was created by the Japanese special effects company, Link Factory, as a promotional stunt for a horror movie.
Have you ever wondered why there's a vortex at the crown of your head? What if I told you it's key to unlocking a big geometric secret about the universe? Vortexes and whirls are just modern terminology to describe the surface of an infinite loop, but what you're actually looking at here is the 3D surface of a torus. This is a torus, or what some spiritual people like myself like to call the entirety of our consciousness, cosmos, and reality. It's one of the most sacred shapes in all of sacred geometry because it represents what contains consciousness and is a primary shape of existence itself, as well as how we can interdimensionally travel through space and time as theorized in physics using black holes and white holes. But what does this have to do with your head? Understanding the torus is the first steps into understanding and picturing the complexity of your own consciousness. So the center of a torus represents the center energy or the void, or the point of singularity in a more scientific aspect, in which as above, so below, finally meet in the middle for a brief moment in which the infinite can be experienced on a singular plane. The surrounding colors are to represent the flow of energy, going within and coming from without. So basically receiving from the external world while understanding from the internal world. This spiral on your head right here is found right on top of the parietal lobe of your brain, which is literally responsible for how you process sensory information we receive from the outside world. This may seem like just one big coincidence, but what if this is a key code into understanding existence? I'm debating on doing a series on sacred geometry, so comment down below if you guys really want to see that.
It's full of ants!
Holy, oh! Rick, oh my God.
Burn the legs off.
Oh.
Oh, it's not dead. Look at the fucking size of it. Christ, what is it?
Oh my God.
According to Native American legend, there are 13 crystal skulls that are the same size and shape as human skulls. And these crystal skulls were left behind by the earliest ancestors from way back in the mists of time. The skulls are containers of great knowledge, great wisdom, information that is important to mankind. In fact, the legend also prophesies that at a time of great need, all of these crystal skulls will be brought back together again. And that when that happens, they will divulge the knowledge, the wisdom that the Native American elders believe is actually vital to the very survival of the human race.